Two lessons of the day. One is acclimatizing to heat. The second one is recognizing that my heart rate changes when I'm under the stress of heat and under the stress of being tired, which I am. So today I just did an hour and a half of zone 2, so endurance base, which is great, but it's 90 degrees outside. And so that means I get to drink warm tea. It's actually electrolytes, but it's cooking warm now. So I'm trying to get used to riding at a temperature that could be with this first event, this Foco Fondo. There's no other way to do it than to just try to slowly acclimatize myself to it, which was the name of the game today. My name is Aaron Shaw. This is a durability project, and it's a behind the scenes look at how I trained as a 52-year-old guy for a couple of cycling events I have coming up, and more importantly for life. I'm training for the Foco Fondo, which is a 60-something mile gravel race. Never done a gravel race before. I just started literally training 8 weeks ago, not even 7 weeks ago now. I just started training for that. And then, so that race is coming up, or that event is coming up in 3 weeks. And then about 3 weeks after that, I have a mountain bike stage race, a Breck Epic stage race. And that's going to be up at altitude, 10,000 plus feet. I'm going to do 3 days of that. That's a mountain bike race. So I'm trying to get my ass in shape. I'm trying to do it while being a busy guy, trying to balance everything else in life. And the purpose of the durability project is just to show that even though I'm a coach, I do concierge coaching, I do coaching for cycling, coaching for middle-aged professionals, coaching just for people to lose weight and gain lean muscle. And I recognize that it's really hard to do. And today was one of those days that I couldn't get out until midday or late morning. And so I knew it was going to be 90 degrees out. So I just kind of went with it, changed my mind, said, okay, this is going to be an acclimatizing ride, and learn how to be honest about my heart rate zones. And it's this hot because the catch is when there's more stress and demand on the body, your heart rate's going to adapt accordingly. So simply by being hotter, my resting heart rate is going to be a little bit higher because my body's trying to regulate my temperature. And I've had a couple of days of, weeks at this point of training. So maybe even my heart rate's a little bit high because it's trying to recover. Still trying to recover damaged tissue from previous training rides. And then I throw on a hot ride like today. And so my zone to power output was off a little bit, meaning I was stuck to my heart rate zone, but my power output was a little bit lower. But the big thing on my mind right now is that tomorrow my plan is to do practice this full loop of the Foco Fondo. So 60 miles, it'll end up being 70 miles by the time I get to where I start and finish. So basically a 70-mile ride tomorrow. I'm tired. Tomorrow the goal is not to really stick to zones. It's just to kind of go through it at as steady a pace as I can. But I am pooped out, but that's part of the plan. So my plan is to ride tired, try to get home before it gets too hot. It's still going to be hot, but it may actually be simulating a little bit more what it's going to actually be like on event day. So a bunch of hydration, kind of doubling up on electrolytes today, even this bottle, which is overheated. So I'm going to put this in the fridge and get another bottle to help me recover. That's behind the scenes. If you have any tips on how to acclimatize yourself to training in heat, let me know. I don't have any shortcuts other than just doing it gradually. I got to be mindful because I've actually had kind of a heat related event years ago when I was doing a 10K, and it was scary, and I was a mess and throwing up and the whole 9 yards. So I got to be kind of mindful of that so I don't screw around with that. So I just got to kind of pace myself. So I got to tick the box today, hot ride, getting my body to acclimatize to that. Good, recover as much as I can today. Tomorrow, really big ride, and then I'm looking forward to being off the bike probably for 2 days after that. I need some recovery because I'm 52, not 22. Got to roll the punches, right? All right. Let me know if you have any questions about training.